This is Sahara playing Geneforge 2 Infestation. We are in the city of Rising, and I think I'm probably going to get ready to meet Barzahl in here somewhere. I'm hoping. There's a lot of areas and I cannot get into because it's costs too much for picking my lockpicks, so requires too many of the living tools. I have a feeling he's in here. Let's see what's next door then. We have a couple more buildings to get into before we get into this. Maybe not. Okay. I don't think I got into here. Oh, sign says North Entry Office. All visitors must check in. Well, I didn't. This office is where merchants and travelers check in. They will be required to pay customs on goods and inform the city about new creations being introduced into the system. The office is closed and dusty. Since the servo sects begin to fight each other, trade and travel vanished. What few travelers come here now just go about their business. Okay. So I'm sure there's nothing inside this desk, just dust. Yep, nothing. Okay, what's up on this side? What's up over here? Ah, a living tool. Why it's always good to explore every nook and cranny. Let's see where this takes us off to. This takes us off to Rising North Gate. Okay. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's open this door first. Oh, don't forget. I can't forget there's an underground... where was it at? I saw an underground passage, or was it in the other place? Oh, it's over here somewhere. I know I saw it. Can't forget it. Rising. You enter the main hall of Rising. Shaper Barzahl is here, concentrating on a powerful shaping circle. He could create remarkably powerful creations here. When you enter, he approaches to greet you. He is a man in middle age, surprisingly strong for a shaper. His muscles bulge under his robe. You catch a glimpse of his face and you notice two things. First, his eyes and skin glow slightly. Second, his expression is totally cold. He looks at you as if you were nothing, a non-entity that could be crushed without a second thought. He is not entirely human. Barzahl smiles. Ah, Shaper Corinne, here. Now we can talk. I have much to tell you about. We have much to say. Do not cause troubles. I have guards. The guards are 4 drakes in the corners of the room. The vibrating mental posts in the corners keep them pacified. They look dull and obedient, very strange for drakes. A guardian stands at Barzahl's side, watching you with malice. He too has massive muscles, glowing skin, and dead eyes. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna look around first. Can I look around first? Here's your library. Oh, got a pedestal. Barzahl's education. Until I went to Sushi Island, I was happy with the Shaper ways. They seemed wise. Also, if I broke their rules, I would be killed. This provided a good motivation for obedience. On Sushi Island, the researchers there broke all limits. There was nothing they would not learn, no change they wouldn't gleefully accept. Shaper Zakra and I found this intoxicating. We were drunk on it. As the other Shapers burned the place, we stole away as many secrets and allies as we could. Here in these mountains, all of the dreams of humanity will come true. But at what cost? What cost? Okay. Yeah. The Shaper Council approaches. No, I'm not the council. I'm just an apprentice. This huge guardian stands guard at Barzahl's side. He was already enormous when he arrived in the Dry Peak Mountains. Since then, Barzahl's shaping techniques have made him a giant, while a muscle and steel. He looks down at you with disdain. I am Guardian Stanis Shaper. His voice is a deep rumble. I serve and protect Barzahl. What do you want? What is your job here? I guard Barzahl. I answer to Barzahl, and that is all. Can you provide me with some sort of training? No, my time is valuable. You are not worthy. Leave me be. Okay. We have much to offer, do you now? After a long journey, you are finally face to face with Barzahl, one of the two shapers you were supposed to contact in the Dry Peak Mountains. His time in these mountains has changed him. He has a massively muscular body under his robes. His skin glows softly, and he stands eerily, perfectly still. His gaze relentlessly flicks around the hall, taking in every detail. He is thinking many times faster than a mere common. When he speaks, his voice is strange and flat, with a metallic ring. The alterations he has undergone have left him not quite human. He's something more, something new and alien and dangerous. Barzahl says, So, you are here, Corinne. You have come. Your orders are fulfilled. You have met me. Now we can speak. I will tell you what we do here. I will tell you what we can do for you, and what you can do for us. Well, I have been sent by the Shaper Council to get a report. Tell me what you have been doing here. Shaper Barzahl nods, though you detect a hint of mostly concealed irritation. We must do the expected formalities. Fine, time is short, so I will skip the tedious details. There was a place called Sushi Island, an old barred place, powerful, forbidden Shaper secrets. Shaper Zakra and I were sent there by your Shaper Council. We were to purge the place, to destroy its secrets, to destroy the Geneforge. But we did not. We saw the amazing potential. We saw the power, the ability to remake ourselves. We took all the secrets we could grab and smuggled them out of the island. Off the island. We also recruited a number of independent, talented servos. We came here. This is quite a story, but I want to know why these mountains are full of rogues. I am telling you in my own way. Listen to your elder one. One older and wiser. I am telling you the greatest secrets. Well, I came here with an agent named Shanti. I am aware. We will talk of her in due time. Now I will tell you the most important thing in the world, and you will listen. Really? Do I have to? 'Cause you're a little arrogant bastard. So what secrets did you learn? I will tell you the greatest secret of Sushi Island, the secret of all shaping. The shapers there discovered the hidden scroll, the instructions for making life. Your body, all bodies, are built of tiny blocks, so small you cannot see them. In each block there is something like a little scroll which tells the instructions of how you are made. What? It's called DNA. What? It is true. Scrolls far too small for eyes to see. The instructions are written in a foreign language, but we are decoding it. It takes time, magic, and the greatest of Shaper skill. When we are done, we will have limitless power. Old Shaper methods are crude. We Barzehdis will rise above them. We will be able to make anyone and anything exactly what we want them to be, with whatever powers we decide. The tiny scroll, the hidden language, that is the great secret of Sushi Island. His words sound utterly mad, but he does sound very competent. No, I'm sure to them they've never heard of DNA. What was the Geneforge? It was a pool. It was like the canisters that changed us and gave us power, but magnified 1,000 times. The one who used the Geneforge and survived its power would be remade. But it was crude in its way, delicate and dangerous. We Barzehdis are not attempting to recreate it. We will surpass it. So what happened when you got to the Dry Peak Mountains? We set to work. Zakra stayed at Dry Peak and created the illusion of a docile, stupid, useless colony. I came up here with the smart servals and began to build. I reopened and restored the old labs the Shapers abandoned. When I ran out of those, I made new labs. I began to master the secrets of Sushi Island. I delicately crafted new plants. They flourished and turned these mountains green. I made myself and my servants strong and stronger and stronger. We glow with the power within us. We christened ourselves the Brazettis. We had a vision of perfection, and then the problem started. So, what is the vision of the Brazettis? Cities of gods in human form, mighty beyond words. I brought to me those who shared my vision. We remade rising, begin to make our new world, a world where power is available to all humans, power without limits. Yeah, but you know what always happens with godlike cities? They always fail, right? What problems did you have? First, the servals rebelled. They did not like how I used them. Then the takers went mad. They also didn't see my wisdom. Finally, Shaper Zakra, weak foolish Zakra, lost his nerve. I tried to direct him, but he had second thoughts. He thought our research and our power were dangerous, the fool. It doesn't matter. Despite the enemies, the Brazettis will prevail. We will reach our goal. So how did the servals rebel? Learned pioneers stopped recognizing my wisdom. The servals don't realize that they still need us, Shapers controlling them. Okay, the servals don't realize that they still need us, Shapers controlling them. We thought they could be free. With time, I realized they just needed farther control. Learned pioneer rebuilt the awakened. They fled northeast and went back to their old ways. Well, I kind of agree with the awakened. Once they're awakened, you can't put them back into their little docile areas. I mean, you can't control them. So tell me about the takers. They said they would stop wanting total war against the Shapers. They lied, and I was fooled. They stole my secrets and went into the higher mountains. There are large labs up there, and the takers stole them. They still want to destroy all the Shapers, and they've started breeding drakes and drake variants to do it. And what is your goal? Purity. We will recreate and rewrite every bit of ourselves until we are perfect forms with perfect power. Think of it. Perfect power, perfect control, no sickness, no weakness, unending life. That is what we Brazettis seek, and that is what we offer you. We will give you absolute control over yourself, over your power. All you need to do is join the Brazettis. It sounds like you have gone mad. I would never consider joining you. Well, that sounds interesting. I might consider joining you. I'm going to pacify him. Shaper Brazetti shakes his head. Too hasty, young Shaper. Do not decide yet. Do not offer to join until you see all the wonderful things we can offer. Look around. See what we are doing. See what we can give you. Try some of our canisters. When you have sampled our power, you will be sure. Well, can't you tell I have already sampled some of your canisters? Brazetti watches you. Barzahl watches you. His mind constantly processing and evaluating options at lightning speed. He is suddenly irritated. His lip curls up in a little snarl. He stares at you, defying you to consume more of his time. I'd like to hear the story of how you came here again. No, there's something I want to discuss. I came here with an agent named Shanti. Shaper Barzahl leans forward. Go on. I'm looking for my teacher. Her name is Shanti. What happened to her? There is a long silence. Shaper Barzahl lets out a sigh. For the first time, he is off balance. His face shows faint signs of actual human emotion. I wish I did not have to tell you. You will find out anyway. Even if you wouldn't, you could never truly follow us while this mystery still hangs in the air. Shanti is dead. She has been killed. Her body lies in a grove northeast of here. Agent Shanti, my teacher, was killed? What happened to her? I truly regret this news. It was an accident. My assistant, Stanis, killed her. Barzehl indicates the huge guardian standing near him. Stanis shows no remorse. I needed to speak with her, as I needed to speak with you. I had Shanti captured. However, near Geth, she tried to escape. Stanis and his men chased her. In a struggle, she fell on Stanis' sword. No, she didn't. That is what Stanis said. An unfortunate accident. Of course, she was your teacher. This unpleasantness may create a need for vengeance before you can do business. That is why I have told you. I want to clear the air of this sad matter. I do not believe that is how Shanti died. Santa sneers at you. Barzahl is uncomfortable. We expected this. That is why I give you permission to settle the matter with Guardian Stanis yourself, without my interference. Well, Santa's murdered my teacher. He owes me a blood debt, and it will be repaid. I'm not strong enough, and I have a feeling if I say that, I am not sure how to proceed. Stanis chuckles. Barzahl's face is blank. I think you should decide, and soon. I do not want a shaper running around thinking I have done wrong. A single disgruntled shaper can be unpredictable, and I can't afford to look after another moving part. Think on this. I want this matter resolved. Okay. Feeling dazed, you walk away from Barzahl. Your mission is finally complete. You have met Zakra and Barzahl and checked on the status of the colony. It should be time to go home, if only it were that simple. The incredible power of the Shapers have been unleashed here without limits. The forces here could spiral out of control, causing awesome damage and maybe even challenging the rule of the Shapers. If you wanted to stop them, you might return to the Shaper Council. However, the Council acts very slowly. By the time they move, it may be too late. If you stay, you must decide what to do. A loyal Shaper would destroy the traitors and the research. That is, of course, if you want to remain a loyal Shaper. There are many factions up here, each with their own beliefs and their own rewards to offer. Your first mission is complete, but your journey has just begun. The path you take is your choice. Okay. So, a quest has been completed. Medal earned. The second target. Okay, so what if can I talk to you? Well, it's going to have to go by... Can I get up in here? No. The door is locked. You don't have the key, and the lock is too complex. Okay. Well, I do know... I don't think she fell on his sword. She was an agent. She was too smart for that. We have another guardian here. You meet a guardian, or at least she wears the armor of one. She lifts the visor on her helmet and looks at you. She is young for the role and moves awkwardly, as if she is not used to her new strength. Her heavy armor does not allow her small form... Her heavy armor does not slow her small form at all, though. A huge shield is strapped to her back. Welcome, Shaper, she says. I am instructed to greet you. I am Guardian... Salethia? With S-E-L-I... Is that a T or an S? Sethra? I command the common humans here. What does your command entail? I give orders to the common human warriors and merchants here, the ones not suitable for transformation into higher form. I send out patrols. I keep watch. If I do well, I will be given more canisters and be purified into a higher form. Why did you join Barzehl? Because the Shaper Council treats us common humans like insects. I wanted something more. Now I have it, and I will have more. Are you looking for someone to complete any missions? Not now. Barzehl told me to only hire you for things after you become a Brazetti. I'm not going to do that. Do you face many enemies? Yes, the Takers are to the north. They are mad. They hate and want to destroy all Shapers. Since we are making more Shapers, they don't like us. They send raids and spies to work against us. There are also the Awakened, but they are weak. And finally, there are our own creations. They are too headstrong and numerous for us to control them all the time. Are the Takers dangerous? Yes, since they know how to make drakes and drakens and they're getting better and better at it all the time. This is a real threat. Our leader can tell you much more. How do you keep the creations under control? It is difficult. We are making more shapers. Between you and me, it's easy in Rising. We have the machinery that keeps the rogues under control. They'll do those. She points at one of the stone posts with a bowl on top. It's a good system. Without it, everything would fall apart. Okay. How long have you been a Guardian? About 6 months. I can still hardly believe it. I was no stranger to fighting. I was a caravan guard, but now I have actual power. I can't make creations, but they listen to me. Of course, I feel extra lucky. The canisters didn't have a strange effect on me. What sort of effect? Well, don't tell anyone I said this, but sometimes using lots of canisters makes people funny in the head. Real arrogant. Also, if you meet Trokin, don't aggravate him. He was a caravan guard with me, but the canister treatment made him strange. Quick to anger, I guess. It doesn't always work well. Quick to anger. I guess it doesn't always work well. Well, I took care of him. Tell me about Rising. It's all been rebuilt, as you can see. It was an old city, mostly a ruin. We had our servals rip the crumbling parts down and rebuild it into a real fortress. When we put them to work, some of them got pretty mad, she chuckles. These are the barracks, where the human soldiers live, and further in there, she says, pointing to the west, is the arena. What is the arena for? Having new creations fight each other mostly, to test them out, and for entertainment, of course. I think it was also used for duels back in the old days. Why were the servals mad? Some of them were living in the buildings we had to tear down. Others didn't want to obey our orders. It was funny, watching them shout and run around, but what can they do? They're servals. I'm surprised you let them be independent. Well, but wouldn't you be mad if someone tore down your home? It doesn't seem just. She looks confused. But Shaper, you are supposed to understand. They are servals. We are their masters. Anything they owe, we owe. Anything they own, we own. We were just using our own property. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Well, you can think that. You can think whatever you want. It's your right to believe it's your town. Okay. Is there someone here? There's a guard over here. I know I can't get in any of this stuff. The box contains unpleasant smelling clothes and sandals. There is nothing of value. Okay. You had to tell me that, right? And there's something I can read here. The Barzehl Way. The goal of the Barzehl's is to bring purity to all humans. What is purity? To answer the question, we must ask, what is impurity? To be impure is to be unable to do whatever you want to do. Limits are impurity, so they're acting like children, really. Childish mentality. Shaper law is nothing but limits. Shapers are inherently impure. To bar something is to accept weakness. There may be limits to what we Barzehl's are willing to accomplish. We have not found them yet. Yeah. I am not going to be a Barzehl. No way. Nope. Okay. The box contains unpleasant smelling clothes and sandals. There is also a tarnished copper key. You wait until nobody is looking and then you pocket the key. Ah, do I? Okay. Can't have any of that. Can't have any of that because that guard is standing there. Go away, guard! Harp. I don't really need that harp. Okay. Where is this all going? Got it all up here. Goblets, which aren't worth anything. Nope. The door is locked. You don't have a key. Goes into the same area. I kind of figured that's where it was going. Shaper law forbids pitting creatures against each other for sport. That doesn't stop these people. This is a small arena set aside for duels and blood sport. The floor has been mopped, but traces of the gore remain. The stink of death is faint but present. There are several of the strange stone posts in this room, perhaps to provide extra control of the fighting creations. Wow. That's just, I don't believe in that at all. That's why there's so much L around, or that's why all this stuff is around the goblets, because they're watching them all. Discipline one. No, I don't. I'll sell it. Okay. So. So what about my journal now? So, main story, the servants. Shaper Zakra is the leading shaper. Before he will aid you, he needs to know that you are loyal. The Awakened. If you're, oh, that's in Dry Peak though. That's where that is from. Where do I want to go? I still have a lot of area. So, I haven't been there. Let's go to the Rising North Gate. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be with the Berzettis. No way. No, not. Okay, so we're at the Rising North Gate. Burning turret. You are outside the north gate of the city of Rising. The stone walls of the city are tall and imposing, at least by the standards of these mountains. They were built over a century ago and then recently restored using the labor of servals. Outside the gates, a number of stone buildings have been hastily built, probably by those evicted during the construction of the main city. There are large patches of farmland featuring new varieties of crops newly shaped to grow in these mountains. Most of the people outside the walls are servals. They walk around slowly, staring at the ground. The few who dare look up quickly look away. The presence of a shaper worries them. There's an Ankh. There's a cemetery. These are only worth 7. No, not worth it. Okay. Oh. So we have someone selling stuff here. Pods and... Okay, cool. Learned Bursa. There is a chemist's shop. It was only just built and stocked. Herbs and other useful plants are everywhere. The shop is run by one old serval. He is unhappy to see a shaper, but he isn't unwise enough to refuse you. I am Learned Bursa. Welcome to my shop. What do you do here? I make Akamino reagents. That's what Barzahl brought me here to do. He gives me orders and supplies, and I make pods and brews and concoctions for his experiments. When I am not busy, I tend to the servals. What experiments is he doing? I can't say. They are doing lots of projects in the Radiant College. Shaper things I don't understand. I can feel them, though. I feel the heat coming from the tunnels. It is all done to make the humans more powerful, though. Everything the Berzettis do is to make themselves stronger. What do the servals need? Cures for their diseases, bombs to ease their sores and fatigue. At least no serval here are sick yet. There is a sickness among servals to the northeast. It has moved, but not here so far. Is there anything you can make to help me? I am busy, but I can help. My orders are clear. I do not know one special recipe. I do know one special recipe. It can make a very strong healing pod, but the ingredients are rare. I need a pouch of adaptable spores, a healing pod, or healing spores, and a bottle of wine. Oh, I knew I should have kept some wine. Adaptable spores. I've got some. A shaper can create a shaper creation produced by some of your plants. They are spores, but utterly inert. No life within them, no ability to create new plants. They are blank, and shapers can adapt them to whatever they want. They're usually found in swamps. Yeah, I have some. I'd like for you to improve my pods. Learn to Versa Not. You'll need a healing pod or spores, wine and adaptable spores. Okay. I'd like to buy some potions. What do you have? You got healing, speed, essence, major healing, armor. Wow, 420 for restoration spores. Jeez. 210 for major healing spores. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go back to some of my areas. This is another merchant, maybe? Need a meal? This tiny shop is warm and filled with delicious smells. After all your time wandering in the mountains, the presence of real food is a delightful surprise. The shop is run by a serval, not a surprise. Back home, shapers frequently use brighter servals as cooks. She is surprised to see a shaper in her shop. Greetings, I am Wind. Welcome to you. How long have you been cooking here? Since Barzahl refounded Rising, my old shop had to be torn down to make room for his palace. Her face remains carefully expressionless as she speaks. Did you come here with Barzahl? No, when he arrived, some common humans and servals lived here. I was one of them. Barzahl promised freedom to us servals. Some of us foolishly believed him. In time, he acted like all shapers. What can you tell me about events in Rising? I am sorry, Shaper. I am a cook. I do not pay attention to those things. She stops and thinks, never mind. Well, talk to me. Talk to me. Why don't you go to the Awakened? Because this is your home, and they took it over. Which isn't fair of them to do that to you. No, it's not. And what is this place? Okay. I'll take that, and I'll take the healing spores. Oh, I'm running out of room. I'll probably not need these if that javelin ends up working the way that I think it's going to. Oh, okay. You shocked me. I wasn't expecting you. What are you? Level 14. Okay, let's just go ahead and put this on. And you're gonna do fire. And you can do it again. And then I have to do... Oh... Healing pod. Speed. Healing. I want healing. Go! And then I'm going to do air shock on you idiots here. Okay. Okay. And I've got curing speed. No, I've got curing pods. Here it is. Curing speed. Oh, it's a canister. Do I want one? Okay, so I need to make up my mind. Um... Well, I'm in a town, so I can... Nope, $100. Well, probably get like, what, 5 from those? Maybe? Okay, so we got a shaped lens. And what one is this one? Do we want to do it? Magic shaping enables you to create more powerful magic creatures. Magic creatures, so it increases my magic shaping. Okay. My magic shaping right now is 2. So if I do this, okay, so now what is my magic shaping? It is 3. Okay. So, can I add? Oh no. We'll see. Since I'm going the way of the canisters, I figured I'd just go ahead and use it. Alright, let's see what's in this building. And I need to go back and check that underground, because I forgot about it when I came through here. Okay, Zoka? Oh, this is an inn, it looks like. Oh, we got several named people here. Nothing, just makeup. 11? Wow. Okay, nope. Be patient. We have a free room. Let's talk to Zoka. More ale. Oh, I need some ale, actually, don't I? Or I need wine, not ale. I'll have to start looking for wine. This is one of the intelligent, independent servals you have only ever met in these mountains. He is very muscular, and his hands show burns and calluses produced by years of hard work. He is angry. He is also drunk. He looks blearily up at you. Ah, Shaper, come to take more from Zoka, yes? Come to talk what little I have. Come to take what little I have left. What work do you do? Nothing now. I had work. Zoka did good work. Shapers took it. Took it all. Curse the Shapers. Well, you should be careful. Bad things might happen if the Shapers hear you say that. He takes another deep swig of ale. And kill me? I should be so lucky. Drink is leading him to act in an unwise way. Why are you so angry? Zoka was smith. Blacksmith, good at it. Work hard in rising. Learn from a smith who was a smith on Sushi Island. Then I'll lose my smithy, taken from me. Barzahl go back on word, curse him. Well, how did Barzahl go back on his word? When he lured us servals here to work for him, he promised respect, a good place. Then he uses the canisters. He makes his weird, Bazzetti ideas. He gets arrogant, acts worse than any Shaper now. It sounds like you were not treated justly. Yes, not justly, that's right. All should keep their word, even Shapers. Well, is there any way I can help you? No. Oh, wait a minute. A human wanted it. A human asked for it. Bazzetti gave it to him, and that was not worst. What was the worst thing? Guardian who took Smithy, name was Crossed. I was too slow, leaving, and I angered. He broke my tools, used a spell, and melted them. Now I need to replace them if I can, for I am poor and without work. Cursed, Crossed, his cruelty. If only something would happen to him. I am not all poor. I have things from Smithy I could pay if something happened. Speaking like this is unwise. Even drunk Zoka may not be long for this world. It's not wise to talk like that. Zolka shrugs. Sir will follow Zachary and Barzehl to these mountains to be free. I will act free, no matter what. Maybe I might make something happen to Cross for pay? Zolka stares down at the table. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask Shaper. And I'm not telling you Cross is patrolling in woods to north. What work do you do? Nothing. Now I had work. Zolka did good work. Shapers took it. Took it all. Cursed the Shapers. Okay. So I did end up with a quest. Okay. To kill Cross. Are you so angry? Okay. So then, Abenel. So this is Degena. The small inn is run by one low servo. The heavy trade has left her overworked. She can always make time, however, to pay attention to a shaper. Shaper, welcome, I am Degena. I hope you mean well to my humble inn. Her tone lets you know she has her doubts. What service do you offer? Well, we can let you stay in one of our humble rooms for the night. That is only 5 coins for you. We also have ale for 3 coins. Sure, I'll take some ale. You have a drink. It is ale. The mug is clean, and the liquid is reasonably free of grit. You enjoy a rare moment of relaxation. Do you have anything to say? Does something about me worry you? No, Shaper, it's just nothing. I am sorry, Shaper. I am glad to have you here. No, something is wrong. What is it? I am sorry, Shaper. I have just been distracted since my mate was taken away. My beloved Tree was taken to the Rising Gels. I don't know whether he is well or not. It worries me. Why was Tree taken away? He questioned the Brazettis. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be taken away too. Well, who took him away? Guardian Stanis and 2 Brazetti humans came out here to collect him. He went into the city. I've heard nothing from him since. Well, if I see him, I can relay a message from him to you. Oh, I would not dare bother a Shaper with my petty troubles. I am sorry I brought it up, but if you did see Tree while passing through and traded words with him, that would be a kindness. Okay, I got another quest. So they came and took him, probably because he was talking against the Brazettis, huh? Seems to be a common theme here. Oh, we got somebody named Lim. This man is a traveling merchant. This is a dangerous occupation right now, but he seems to be surviving. He has a sword at his belt and a large pack on his back. He bows to you. A difficult maneuver because of his heavy pack. He manages to remain standing. I am Lim. I'm a tinker and trader. Need any work done? How do you manage to be a merchant in these dangerous times? Stealth. I stab things if I have to, but most of the time, creations just leave me alone. Plus, I spend a lot of time around Medab. It's safer there. He doesn't say anything else. If he has more on his mind or more to say about Medab, he doesn't mention it. I'd like to do some business. What do you have? You have living tools, very expensive. Okay. Hypnotic one. What does that do? Charms. Oh, dominates. It charms. Okay, well, I can do that myself. Shielding band. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Major healing spores. 172. I've got stuff to sell, but I have to go through my... I'll take the major healing spores. I need to go through all my inventory. Okay. Let's see what we got up here. Where's this all leading? Most visitors would find the passage into the mountains to the west extremely impressive. less imposing to you, but only because you have walked the halls of the Shaper Council itself. Huge walls and statues tower to either side of you as you walk down the path. Braziers burn incense to either side. Your skin starts to tingle and your hair stands on end. Magic is heavy in the air. Obelisks to either side pronounce that you are approaching the Radiant College, whatever that is. Aha, now I found the Radiant College, which is where I need to go. Okay, and that's where this takes me. Okay. Somewhere where I can learn things, some more stuff. Yep, okay. Come back here. These are guards. Yep, they're just guards. Alright. What is this area up here? And we got another going out. We know that Shanti was killed to the northeast. Oh, we got a person in here hiding. I'm pretty sure. Are you a spy? This is Rora. There's a servo in the small home. He has a blade and a baton on his belt. He is quickly packing up to leave. He looks up when you enter. Good, the Shaper. I am Rora of the Takers. I wanted to speak with you before I left. Why are you leaving, servo? Well, I am a spy for the Takers. My work is done here, and I want to get out of here before I am hacked apart. Have you been found out? No, the Barzehl are too distracted by the hunt for power to watch what happens under their noses. However, the war between the Takers and Barzehl is about to heat up. There will be rogue creations roaming all over these lands soon. Okay, what did you want to say to me? We Takers have discovered amazing power. You Shapers are doomed. Not all Shapers need die. Those that reject your evil arts will be spared and be allowed to work for us. Come to Zassus, meet with Cyrus, learn how you might be spared. One day, I promise, it will be your only hope. You can't imagine the power we are building. So where is Zassus? Through one of two passes and into cold sandy wastes. You might want to avoid any servos you meet. You're probably heard that us Takers are mad, and I think some of us are, but it was you who made us that way. Really, it's easy to blame people, isn't it? So what is the best way to reach Zassus? If you can handle lots of rogue creations, approach through the pass from awakened lands. If your deal is disarming minds and trickery, go north and enter from Barzehl lands. Will I be welcome in Zassus? Our leader, Cyrus, is wise. Once you enter our gates, you will be able to learn our ways. We might give you the chance to join us. Why would I ever join the Takers? Because you could finally at last be part of a movement that is both strong and just. It is your only chance for this. The Barzehl are strong. The Awakened have some wisdom. Both are too weak and foolish to ever prevail. Only the Takers have hope. Alright, you've given your message. You can go. Oh, you're a fool. What is your level? You're a level 16. Oop. I'm gonna kill you because I don't like the Takers. You are a fool, Taker. Now I will kill you. Rora sighs. I suppose this was the risk, but I was under orders. He draws his sword. Okay. And now you're dead. Well, hopefully you'll be dead. Right? Okay. And I lost a turn, really. Nice crit. Okay. I keep missing. Why does he miss? Oh boy, you killed him right off the bat, didn't you? Okay. Nice crit again. Alright, let's see if I can do something better here. There we go. Okay. And we got a trample baton. Alright. I gotta go back into... I gotta go in and out, I think, is what I have to do. Because this should be a friendly area. And then... back. It didn't heal me up. Okay, so I gotta go to this place down here and heal up so I can get my creation back. I suppose if I actually went to a different area and then came back instead of just... Oh, come on. Is there a door here? Yes, there's a door here. Okay. What's supposed to do? Offer. I want a room. Okay. Alright, there we go. And now I can make my creation. Okay. I think there was some other stuff here. Yeah, this goes further. I think this probably goes out somewhere. It's a serval. Oh, another. We're gonna find another spy here. I'm sure these are all storage areas. Oh, of course, we got a rat. Level 1, really? Okay, that shouldn't be hard at all. Oh, pure skill, I need that. Uh-huh. Okay. I need the pure skill. And... oh, I didn't see this over here. Oh, there wasn't there anyway. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. What else do we have down here? Guards. Anyone? Oh, we got another building. Mushrooms. These are servals. Oh, this is where they're sleeping now. Oh my gosh. Because they took their homes. Right. So I think we got an area up there and an area over here. Let's see where this goes. This takes us to Trapped Forest. Oops. And this takes us to... oh, this is where we go hurt Mountain Base. This is where we go hurt the guy. I wonder how hard he's going to be. Oh, and I just clicked on it to go. Okay, so I guess we're going to go on that quest since I accidentally clicked on it, and that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode, and when we come back, we will be hunting Grost, or whatever his name was. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you.